All right, welcome back to another day of working on the Buick project. As you saw in the last video, we did pick up this 455 big block Buick. Me and Caden are getting ready to go on a road trip. The old 455 big block Buick. Let's go. So me and Caden, we're gonna go celebrate with some McDonald's because we're poor now and we got no money. Spend it all. This isn't how your Uncle Charlie did it. He probably did it wrong. So I don't throw any more wrenches through the window of my house. There's a swing. Got to swing this thing over the fence. There we go. That was good. We're about to do some rednecking. I mean, I ain't even kidding you. Okay. So hey, there you go. 455 big block coming at you. I started going through it a little bit. Just took the valve covers off. We've spun the motor over. Today we're going to take the accessories off the front of the motor, put the valve covers back on the motor. We're going to shove this thing outside, get it in the sunlight, hit it with the power washer, try to really clean it up really good. And then once we get that done, the last half of this, we're going to tear into this motor. I'm going to flip it over, probably take the main caps off and look at the bearings and see how everything sits right now and decide how far into rebuilding this we're going to go. So come along and let's rock and roll. Not raise that grill up. Wasn't expecting that kind of a drop off. That ought to do. So when the guy that we bought this motor from pulled everything out, he has already cut the lines off of the power steering pump. Well, that feels awful loose. Maybe that is a 960. He's already cut all the lines off. It's going to be windy today because, well, it's Oklahoma and it's supposed to be a tornadic outbreak today. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. They are calling for an extremely high risk of very high tornadic activity. And for some reason, the power steering pump on this motor from 1976 is connected with M&M's. I'll be right back.
Enid's already got a tornado warning.
So as I was saying, there's high probability of a tornado outbreak today in Oklahoma. And as you just heard, Caden, apparently Enid, which is a town north and west of here, about 2 hours from where we're at, is already tornado warned. So I don't know if they're seeing something on the ground.
It's a radar indicated.
Radar indicated.
Yeah.
So, but there goes Oklahoma for you. You know, I mean that's just the way it is a lot of times around here. Okay, and that bolt is not metric. It's one of them kind of days, huh? Oh, yeah, maybe it is. One's a 14, one's 15. And everything on the front of this motor is like finger tight. I just don't. Yeah, there we go. Belt comes off. Power steering. Ugh. Well, that one's tight. Yeah. Save that one for later. So I'm going to take all these accessories off. It's kind of boring. You probably don't care. And we'll bring you back here in a minute when we get all that done. So we're all the way in it now. Trying to see if I can get this exhaust manifold bolt red hot, because I put the bolt on it that's supposed to, or the put the ratchet on there, the wrench, got the impact out. We tried everything at this point. For some reason, 1/2 inch doesn't fit. 9/16 is super sloppy. 14 millimeter is really kind of loose, but 13 millimeter won't go on. 14 millimeter was the best bet. It was the tightest one. Immediately stripped the head off of 2 bolts, 2.5. So now I'm trying to heat this up to red hot. I'm gonna hammer a 13 millimeter on. I hope for the best. Is it ideal? Well, heck no. But what else are we gonna do? I don't know. Do you? Because if you got better ideas, why aren't you here? Right, Caden?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, we've had the cheater pipe on the end of the ratchet, or I mean on the end of the breaker bar. Impact, but I don't have a big enough freaking compressor to really do much with the impact. Kind of a joke. I don't have the right gas to really heat this bolt up. I mean, it's hot enough that it would burn your skin right to the bone, but it's not turning red. I want it red. I want to know when I get this bolt out that not only is the head completely useless, but so is the rest of it, because it's been completely heat treated and annealed multiple times and is now soft. Are we having fun yet? Standard propane, not the way to go. Get one of those Burnzomatic with the yellow, what is that called, MAP gas? I'm looking at Caden and he's looking at me like, how the heck do you expect me to know? But I think that's what it's called. $25. The other one's like $85, okay? See where we're going with this? The next step is to go to the fire station and get the torch. And I'll cut these stupid exhaust manifolds in half. It still won't have the bolts out, which won't help at all, for the record. Tornado update though, we're still here. There you go. So, as soon as I take this off, hand me that. When I take this off, hand me the hammer. I want to hand you this and you turn this off while I go ahead and start hammering, and then we're gonna give her the beans, okay? As they say, as the kids say today, we're gonna let him cook. No? Am I not supposed? Is that not the right time to use that terminology?
Not really, but
no?
Okay. Tried. I'll give it an
Well, we're gonna let her eat. How about that?
Okay.
Is that okay?
All right.
Okay. I want you to put your, cue your fancy music in there when we start really wrenching on this. Let him cook. That whole thing, okay? No?
We'll do it.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Don't touch the tip. This is gonna be hot, okay?
What?
This, just turn it off and set it down. Ready, set, go. All right, wrench. Here's the hammer. Get over here and do what you were doing before. Go for it.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
Oh, it's going. It's going. Keep going. Keep hammering. All right. I think we're good.
Good?
Woo! High five, baby!
About freaking time.
Did what I say? I said let him cook. Let him cook. Get out of my house. That's what I say. I'm old school. I say get out of my house. Now, for all those of you watching, don't touch that. She hot, okay? Okay, boys and girls, okay? Engine 0. Josh and Caden. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. 3. We still got like 12 more to go. I gotta figure out how to get this out of here. Cause she gonna be what they call warmish. Dude, that worked. I was starting to think it wasn't going to as many times as we had heated this thing already. Now I just can't get it out. I don't.
What?
Bro. I guess. Go ahead. You swing. Ah! It tried to hit my foot. Scared me to death. That's already, like, look at it. It's already just rounded off.
Get the force back out.
Go ahead. Get up in there. Get up in there. Come on. Come on. So these things in Oklahoma that come straight from the pits of hell. They're otherwise known as red wasp. Come at me, bro. Where'd he go?
He's over here somewhere.
No, he's not. He hit my hat. He went this way.
He's right here.
Get him! Torch him! Don't torch my truck.
I love torture.
Oh, he's dead. Stop on him. Stop on him. Stop on him. Stop on him.
Burn!
Yeah!
He looks like he went back to the pits of hell.
Yeah, buddy. That's what you get. Don't play around here. You know why we don't play around? Because I'm allergic to them and I go to the hospital, okay? We're gonna work on these other bolts. It's the same thing that just happened there and we'll bring you back. Well, we finally managed to get the exhaust manifolds off. We did break one off in the block. Fortunately, in that case though, it's one of the ones that's not a blind bolt. So I mean, if it came down to it, worst case scenario, I could just drill it out, retap it, and run a different size bolt on that one particular hole, and it wouldn't be a problem. So this right here, Caden, go ahead and take that camera off the mount and get the people in here so they can see this, just in case they don't know the old duct tape them trick. We're getting ready to wash the block, so I put duct tape on all the holes here, but right along that edge is where I want this duct tape to kind of clean off. So you take your little ball peen hammer here, just nice and gentle, not hard enough to hurt anything, and you just follow that edge. Follow that edge. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. And then once you tapped it a couple times, look at that. Would you look at it? Well, sometimes you just gotta look at it. Look at that. So that's sealed up. We're gonna do something over this vent on the back here. Probably just, I'm gonna go ahead and, hang on. Here's what we're gonna do. Clean her up. Oh yeah. Sometimes you just gotta get a little shot. Make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? So once the brake cleaner has eaten away all the rubber that was on there. Oh yeah, that's good. Good stuff. Now I'm just gonna take me just a dollop. A dollop, as they say in the South, you know, a little dollop of cream. I'm gonna get a dollop of duct tape. Ow, I stubbed my toe. Well, I'm just a mess right now. I can't even understand. There we go. There we go. Yep. Yep. That's what we're looking for, sort of. Boy, if I was only left-handed, but I'm not. I'm I'm one of those normal people. You know, the people that are right-handed, that are normal. That's me. You know, I got an aunt that's left-handed, and she's from Canada, eh? Yes, I know the distributor cap is off. It was broken, okay? I bought it that way. Nothing I can do about it. It break, for crying out loud. I'm gonna cover it up. I'll put a Walmart sack on it, because we all know how waterproof those are. Is that raindrops I just felt? We'll finish covering everything up, and then we'll bring you back on when we start spraying the, oh, what's it called? Oven degreaser cleaner stuff. We'll spray that on there. And then we'll get the power washer. Start hosing her down. Well, what are you gonna do if you get water in the motor, Josh? You're gonna get water in the motor. Taking it all apart, shut it. Just chill your bones for a second. Yes, there's probably gonna be a little bit of water in there, but we put them pretty blue valve covers on there. What are you worried about? Golly. All this worrying today. You know what I'm saying? Let's not worry, okay? Let's just not worry. Because when you worry, well, actually, what does my old friend say? What's his name? I think his name was Steve. Said something along the lines of, when your life gives you some trouble, if you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Doot, 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 doot. Be happy. So don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry, be happy now. Put them spark plugs. Put a little spark plug in. You know why I'm putting the spark plug in? Because it'll plug the hole. Okay? No water gets in. Okay? Okay? You follow what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm setting down? That's what we'll get set. Alright! Of course, the wind picks up right when we turn the camera on. Time to soak her down with the oven cleaner. This is the best I could find. It's the good stuff. High dollar. $37 a can. Nope. Dollar General brand. DG Home. About $1.25, maybe $2.50. I don't know. Oh, look at the foam, baby. Could you not be windy for a second? Am I asking too much? I don't feel like I am. Jesus, stop the wind. Is that a song?
I don't think so.
No? Man, I just tried it. Went right down my throat. Oh, you think this stuff's toxic?
There's a high probability it is.
So we're gonna basically, I wish this stuff didn't spray out like that. I wish it would spray a stream. I want a streamulator. I don't want fog. I want, oh, whoops. Sprayed it right in the distributor cap that I still haven't covered up yet. My cornea! Oh. Good? That's great. I feel like I got my eyeballs cleaned. Like I went to the doctor. Stay. I'm running out, but I'm not running on empty. Running on, woo! That one's done. I'm tired of messing with it. It won't come out. Running free! Oh yeah. Got all the pressures now. All the goodies. Oh gosh, it's in my eyeballs. Oh, it's in both eyes. Oh jeez. It's overrated. Alright. now we give it about 10-15 minutes, in which time I will set up the old pressure washer, and we'll just give her the 1-2. Boy, it is already just running. Look at it running off of there. Like almost 50 years of gobbledygook. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be right back when we get the power washer on. So at this point in time, I've put some motor back inside. Everything has pretty well, I mean, it's not completely dry, but we've been letting it sit for a while. We went and ate lunch. And got it quite a bit drier than it was. So you might be wondering, once I get this apart, what am I looking for? That's a great question. If you've never done this before, then it looks like I've never done this before. But if you've never done this before, then you know, what are you looking for when you get this apart? Well, I'd be looking for longer wrenches first of all, because these little short suckers are great when you need a short wrench, but when you don't, they're a pain in the butt. Anyway, what are you looking for when you get into this engine? Well, I'm looking for the rotating assembly to be, you know, in good shape. This motor, the guy I bought it from said that it was, you know, the car that it was in, he drove around the yard before he pulled the motor out. So I have no reason to believe that I'm gonna find anything bad. Oh, it's not 3/8, it's 7/16. Let me grab a 7/16. So as I was saying, I have no reason to believe that what I'm going to find is bad, since it was running. But I have found a couple of things that were a little weird just in the process of cleaning and taking off the exhaust manifolds. Oh, by the way, speaking of the exhaust manifolds, as I was told by the guy that I bought the motor from, I said, man, I don't know. I pulled out my phone when we were there, and I was double checking the numbers, because he told me this engine came out of a 76. And so the easiest number for me to see was the one right there on the exhaust manifold, and it pulled up some other year. I don't remember what year it was. And he immediately was like, those exhaust manifolds break all the time. He said, so there's no telling. somebody may have pulled that out, you know, off of another car, and he pointed to right where the exhaust manifolds break. So they crack. They crack right there where that one's cracked. What are you saying, Josh? I'm saying I can't use that. Am I going with headers? Headers for this motor are like almost $700. Oh, Caden's awake. He took a nap. So did I. We both fell asleep on the couch. But, oh, Caden doesn't know the news on that yet either. Hey, Caden, your exhaust manifold's cracked. We're going to have to probably buy headers. See that big crack across there? It's only money.
Yeah, it's only money. Yeah.
So, it's not that big a deal. Remember when I was looking at it, the guy said those all crack right there when we got the motor? Remember that? He wasn't lying to you.
Remember when we looked at the price of headers for this freaking motor?
Huh?
Remember when we looked at the price of headers for this freaking motor?
Yeah, that was the part I was telling you about. Headers are over $600 for this motor. You can't find, at least I haven't found them yet. I've not found a cheap. Golly. I've not found a cheap set of headers. $600-700. So if I can't ever find a cheap set of headers, then we may have to go with, we may have to go somewhere and see if we can't find a used set of exhaust manifolds for it, I guess. I don't know what else to do. So anyway, I'm just taking it apart now. Taking the intake manifold off. Golly. Taking the intake manifold off. We're going to take the heads off, take the oil pan off. We're going to get right down into it. Take everything off that I can.
When I start working up there, every time I get paid, I'm just giving you the money. You just buy crap. Like I'm not dealing with it. I'm giving you every last penny of my paycheck and just buy stuff. Stuff that we need.
That's the hot rodding spirit.
God.
Take every penny you make and buy hot rod parts.
I don't got anything else to spend it on.
That's true. That's a very good point.
Might as well put all the money I can into this and make something cool out of it.
Might as well throw money at something that's worth throwing it at.
That was the freaking hardest nap I've ever taken in my life. One of those naps where you wake up, you're thirsty, your sock's on the other side of the room.
Were you trying to figure out where you were at?
Yeah, I woke up and I was like, oh. Saw it was 5:47. I was like, shoot.
Yep. Yeah, we both crashed on that one. Struggling here, kid. There it went. I don't understand why these intake bolts are so doggone tight. That's redonkulous.
Headers I found are around 900 bucks.
What?
Headers I found are around 900 bucks.
900? I found some cheaper than that.
Yeah?
I found them about 700.
That ain't bad.
Oh.
Wait a second. How much horse torques do headers add?
Huh?
How many horsepowers do headers add?
I don't know exactly how much horsepower they'll add. I know there was an episode of Engine Masters that actually gets referenced quite a bit, which if you haven't ever watched Engine Masters, go see if you can. I think on the Motor Trend app you can go back and watch all the old episodes. I don't have the Motor Trend app. I probably should. But I know they did an episode where they beat the header tubes down to like clearance a starter or clearance a steering block or whatever to see if that hurt your flow and hurt horsepower. And they knocked some pretty. This is what I'm finding all over on this motor. Lock washer, no washer. Somebody's been into this motor. But they did. They hammered a bunch of the header tubes quite a bit and didn't impact the horsepower at all. What I don't know is like, so does that mean the flip side of that, headers are useless and we've all been lied to? I don't think so. But it does kind of make you wonder.
Says 20 to 30.
20 to 30 horsepower?
Yeah. Well, that's enough for me.
That's enough to justify it, huh?
That's enough to justify it. 500 bucks. For 30 horsepower?
This must be a Buick thing. I've never seen this before. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before either. Let me show you and you tell me if you've ever seen this before. Tell me if it's a Buick thing. On these valve cover bolts, this long, there's no threads on it. It's like it's a little piece just welded in there so that maybe when everything's together on the car, you can reach down there and get a hand on it maybe. I don't know. It was the same way on the little 350 that we pulled out of this car. And then here they are again on the 455. I haven't decided yet if I like them or if I hate them, because like in a case like this, I can't get an impact or even just a socket or anything on it. But when I do have to hit it with a wrench like this, that stud in the center keeps my wrench right where it needs to be. And I'm wondering if that isn't maybe the thinking, is maybe that was the design of it, but why is it only on the bottom? And it was that way on both of these motors. It's only on the bottom. So I don't know. Is that a Buick thing? Have you guys experienced that? Any Buick guys out there? Any Buick guys in the comments? Calling all Buick guys. Okay. I'm gonna cut this off. I'll cut you back on here in just a minute. Ain't got no free hands. All right, the valve covers are off. Time to take the intake off. I think I've got everything loose. I've got all the bolts out. Now it's just going to be a matter of, I'm probably might as well just go ahead and get a pry bar. Nope, there it is. It's free. No need for a pry bar. Just need a cherry picker now to lift the thing up because these darn cast intakes are so heavy. Oh. God! Yeah! me, Rhonda. Oh, help me, Rhonda.
What's good
A
at?
lot of crap in there. Good grief. Man. Hey, folks. Change your oil every 3,000 miles. I don't care what your little counter says on your car. 3,000 miles is enough. Change it. Or you're going to have this crap in your motor. Good. Good stuff. Bring that little trash can and set it right here so I can just toss this junk in it as I pull it off.
What is that?
That's the, I've always called it the China wall gasket. We won't be putting one of those back on. We will use silicone because those are worthless. Grab a flashlight real quick. Thought I had one out here, but grab a flashlight and we'll take a look at this camshaft. So from what I can tell, and I can see all the lobes of the camshaft, cam looks pretty good. The only thing that's wrong with this cam is Caden says it's too small. He doesn't want it back in his motor. So if Caden has Caden's way, this will not be the camshaft that's in this motor. Look here, this has been floating around inside your motor while it's running. I don't know what that is. Anyone? Just, you know, a little rubber thingy with a bunch of crap all over it. Like calcium and stuff. Ick! That's 50 years of crappy water, basically. So, oh, yeah. And that one's loose. And that one's loose. What I do is I put heat right on the head, directly on the head of the bolt for 5 minutes with propane. Now if you've got an actual a cutting torch or MAP gas, you might turn the whole thing glowing red by then, so 5 minutes would be too long. But if all you have is propane, 5 minutes directly on the head, and then give her the beans. It took quite a bit, and I'll be honest with you, I thought I broke it. But turns out I didn't. So there goes one head off.
How's it going over here?
Oh, it's just going. It's broke a bolt off in the motor, one of the head bolts.
Video?
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't.
Making your video?
All right, I got one heck of a mess in the floor. The oil's pouring out everywhere. We've got the heads off. We've got the intake off. I got the bolts free on the oil pan. We're about to just cut her loose. So here we go. Just kidding. Think she's been siliconed. There she goes.